is using your shoulder. Okay, down facing that way. Okay. Basically what happens is this. Number one, you got to get to the mount, okay? One of the nice ways that I like to get to the mount is really just to roll the hip and mount this way, right here, okay? Because his arm's going to be in the way and so forth, all right? So we'll slow down. We sit up, okay? So his nice butt he's right here, okay? What I want to do is I'm going to slide my hand in, okay? And I want to be able to apply pressure to his sternum so his head comes off the mat, okay? All right, you're not really applying it to the face, you're applying it to the sternum, okay? From here, kind of open up the neck, right? And then your left hand goes through, okay? As my head posts, okay? I want to get my left shoulder to his forehead here, okay? And I want to pull him up into my shoulder, okay? All right, so I'm gonna slide that right hand in here. Kind of apply a little bit of pressure here, then that comes up, open it up. You can also kind of come across the face, open it up here, okay? You can put your head on the mat first and slide the hand through, but it's a little bit cumbersome, so what you do here is slide that left hand through here, and as your head goes to the mat, if his head is 12 o'clock there, it goes to about 10 o'clock, and the wrists come together here. I'll loosen it a bit here. And what I want is my head reaches the mat, and now I just want you to roll your shoulder on his face, and then pull his head up. It's the same way you would finish the chokes from the guard, okay? Very tight. Your shoulder to their forehead, and you pull it up as your knees widen and your hips drop, okay? So one more time, here. Neck here. As I go right there, my right shoulder rolls on his face, my knees go wide, head moves, and then I begin to pick him up, and it's already very tight. Okay, you guys got any questions? Yes?
How are you positioning your body, like your center of gravity, to not get swept while both your hands are like right here?
It's a good question because look, whenever I have my right hand in, that means I got to keep my body on the left side, especially my head. My head should never come across the 12 o'clock line, okay? Think of it staying in AM and don't let it go to PM, okay? Because I have no base this way, okay? The reason why you apply pressure here, it makes it harder for him to roll me to his right, and I can begin to move my hip offline, okay? Also, anticipating that he can potentially do the UPA, okay? You can begin to set up arm locks and all kinds of stuff from here, okay? But you stay off to the left side. If you're starting with the left hand, which I do not advise you to start with, okay? Then you'll stay off to the right side, okay? I'm starting with the right hand here, okay? I'm kind of adjusting here, here, here. You can pull it up, or just plant your head first here as your hand, and then you'll roll the shoulder onto his face. And your knees, they just go wide, and your right shoulder's on his forehead. From here, your elbows go up, and you're pulling his head into the shoulder. You can also do this as your head simultaneously goes through. Here, shoulder. Oops, sorry. You're good. Okay. The only way you're gonna pick your head up from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is if your shoulder is on his forehead. Okay? Otherwise, it's very difficult to pick up the forehead. And the best way to pick him up off the mat is if you have your forehead on the mat here, okay? Because look, I need to pick him up. If I'm like this, I can't pick him up properly. I have to have it planted. And keep your head, not you like this. It's not a good idea, especially with these lures. So here, and your feet, knees wide. Because here, I can roll it, I can adjust it, whoops, sorry, and then I can begin to finish it. And make sure that you're choking with the blades of your wrist. Right here, okay? And the idea is to get their head off the mat and to stop their head from getting off the mat by shoulder on the forehead. Okay, try it. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Starting with the right hand in the collar.
Where's Kurt? Make a bumper sticker. Where's Kurt?